Oh, remember my last day of high school? What I did to Weiler?
No, I don't.
That was the Wonder Woman shorts day.
I don't remember this story.
All day of my last day of high school, I had a Wonder Woman costume on under my clothes that I stole from a woman I know. She wore it for Halloween, and she is much smaller than me. Like I said, I am a very large man. She had a Wonder Woman costume, and she's like, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm like, I'm saving this. I kept it on all day, and then when school let out, I graduated everything, tear my clothes off, I'm dressed up as Wonder Woman. And I just run over Miss Weiler, Flipper the bird sliding through the hallway, run up the stairs, furiously hump Miss Keller's door, and run out of the school. Meanwhile, Zerby is hanging out of his car shooting at me with an airsoft gun as I'm sprinting dressed up as Wonder Woman.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't remember any of this.
And then Socks flies around Zerby, skids in front of me and yells, "Get in." So there's a near 300-pound man dressed up as Wonder Woman flying down the road with a pissed off IRA wannabe ginger kid, while the crazy Greek guy and two rednecks are shooting airsoft guns out the window at us.
Oh my god.
And then we make it back to my house and I just throw a brick at Corey Adams' car.
Oh my god.
And then they left.
Holy shit.
And then, trying to think of what happened. Oh yeah, Socks called over Cuts, and then I think we just played Dragon Age the rest of the day, and I'm still dressed up as Wonder Woman, and I'm still...
Wow. That is crazy. I don't remember that story at all. A lot of cool shit happened in high school.
Cool shit happened afterward, too. Like, oh man, the shit that happens at the Howells. Like when we blew up the chimney that was full of magpies.
I wasn't there for that, but I remember you telling me about that.
Oh god. I don't know where Jim got his hands on that shit, but we blew up a chimney. Jim is Tom and Joe's father, who is crazier than they are. Oh, and when we shot the propane tank.
I definitely don't remember that at all.
Me and Jim shot a propane tank with a giant muzzleloader.
Why would you do that? What happened?
A lot. I'm amazed we don't die. You put me and Jim together, because I'm usually a pretty calm and boring guy until dumb shit starts happening.
Which is what we do in every episode.
Jim brings out the dumbest in me.
True. He's very much like our dude. Like, he could easily, if he was younger, he would probably hang out with us all the time.
Oh, and he has the same interest in us. He blows shit up. He turns coffee jingles into very butt play erotic things. Oh, God.
I remember that. I don't remember why that happened or when he did it.
The Howells are early risers, and I am when I'm over there. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just hear Jim singing behind it, because I would sleep in the living room, and the Jim and Linda's bedroom was just off of the living room. And I just hear, "The best part of waking up is Folgers in your butt." And I'm like, I've got to leave. I've got to leave. I'm like, I don't know who's doing what to who, but I want no part of it. Oh God, and when Joe chased me and Tom around with a sword, when there's guns everywhere, and Joe was just chasing us around with a pirate cutlass swinging at us.
What the fuck? I don't remember that.
I was going over there after school one day, and Michelle picked us up, their older sister. But we're like, "Where's Joe?" And we're like, "Oh, we haven't seen him." Joe was walking. We're like, "Just go. I think Joe's going to Keisha's or something." And we see Joe walking towards us, and Michelle just backs up and drives away. And Joe was chasing after us. Michelle's just too oblivious. Joe's running. And then we make it to their house, which is in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Joe gets there at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And just grabs a sword off the wall, chasing after me and Tommy furiously.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then there was the time when I just kept going, "Jobin, why you all time be so sad?"
Yeah.
And then he grabbed the same sword off the wall and cut my hand with it.
What the fuck?
He just smacked me in the hand with it.
Jesus.
Oh, and all the times when I would start making sexual advances at Michelle that were obviously jokes right in front of Joe, and then the rest of the family would get in on it just because they knew it made Joe mad. Yeah, everybody would just go along with me saying like, Joe, your sister's fucking hot. I'm gonna rail the shit out of her. And Joe would be getting angrier and angrier, and then Jim would just pipe up from the living room. Yeah, he's gonna hit that. And then just Joe would get so mad at me.
Would never do her. It's only just saying that you would, and he still gets so pissed off.
I don't have a fart's chance at a lighter storm at that. Oh, cat hunting.
Cat hunting?
Oh, you weren't around for cunting, as we called it?
No, it was not.
There was a bunch of feral cats that kept tearing up their garbage and running around the chicken coop, scattering shit all over it. Huh. So Jim just hands everybody a gun and a walkie-talkie, and we dubbed it cunting. And we all had like posts. I'd patrol between the garbage cans and the house. Quiche was up in that like jungle gym thing in their backyard with a friggin' rifle with a scope on it. Jim was out in the woods. Tommy was out by the chicken coop with a double-barrel shotgun. I'm trying to think what we did with Joe. But we just all had these walkie-talkies talking like if we saw the sign of cats.
Jesus.
And mind you, I love cats, but they were driving them nuts.
Yeah. Pete is gonna be on our after this, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
It happened way in the past, like 4 years ago, probably.
Say something to me and I will put feral cats in your garbage.
Jeez. I don't know if I told this story in another video. If I did, I apologize, but I gotta tell it again if I did. I was at Keisha's house, and we had this shitty little camera, and we were wanting to make videos, like just funny, weird things, because we had gone outside one day, and we grabbed sticks, and Keisha at the time had gotten an illegitimate version of Adobe After Effects, I think. He doesn't have it anymore, I'm pretty sure. But we figured out how to like make it lightsabers. Instead of it just being sticks, it would find the stick and it would make it a lightsaber. So we were like, let's film shit. And we decided to just make this weird video. And so we went to the Edition, where it's big and there's a pool table and a big ass TV and there's swords on the wall, and there's like...
So much anime has been watched on that TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I would go over there all the time, my favorite thing to do with Keith was get plastered and watch anime. Because his sister was a serious weeb. Ah. But we would go through and find his sister's anime collection. We'd just watch girly anime and get hammered.
Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna watch Sailor Moon again.
I've never watched Sailor Moon. It was all stuff like Love
I watched
Hina.
it when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it, but I never fully watched it or anything, and I kind of want to watch it again.
Want to watch Sailor Moon together?
Sure.
Well, obviously not tonight because I have to work in 6 hours, but...
But, anyway, we were in the Edition, and we decided to get the 2 swords off the wall, which were pretty dull, and they were basically showpieces. But we had the camera set up on, I think Keish was holding it at one point, and then at one point I was holding it, and we were just doing like regular like those kinds of things that you're doing with the sword, just hitting them, you know, against sides, not actually trying to hurt each other. And eventually he has the camera at this point, he puts it on the pool table, and he pushes me over, and I drop the sword, and he walks, he like takes a step forward, and he like acts like he stabs it into me. He just stabs it into the side, like into the ground just a little bit. And I was like, all right, that was good. And he's like, cool. And he backs up, slits his fucking ankle open on the sword. We didn't even know it was that sharp, like sharp enough to do that. And he's just like screaming in pain, like, ah, what the fuck? What just happened? And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm in a lot of trouble. Holy shit. Their parents weren't home at the time. And, he's like bleeding on the carpet over by the door, and I got a towel and I soaked it in hot water, and we were like trying to clean his wound and everything, and like trying to clean up the blood a little bit. And then he eventually gets into the kitchen onto the the linoleum where it's not gonna like really stain or anything if we like take care of it quick. And he's still got the towel there, and we wrap his ankle up after a while, and I am hyperventilating. I'm so fucking scared because if his parents find out about it, they're gonna tell my parents. I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble, and I was like, this can't be happening right now. And we eventually clean everything up, wrap his ankle, and he's fine, but he can't walk very well. And he's trying to hide it a little bit so that when his parents do show up, they're not gonna notice. We clean the swords, we put them back up on the thing exactly how they were. We make sure everything was exactly how it should be because his mom is very meticulous. And we decide, all right. Keish saw how like upset I was that I was just gonna get in a lot of trouble, and he was just like, dude, it's gonna be fine. And he was like, let's just go to the point and we'll like get some food or a drink or something, just calm you down. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And we start walking to the point, which is like a few blocks maybe. And his mom comes right towards us with the truck, and she's like, what are you guys doing now? And we were like, we're trying to like hide our nervousness. We're like, oh, we're just going to the point. We're gonna like go get some ice cream or something or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll meet you guys back at the house, I guess. We're like, okay, cool. We're still walking. We see her, she leaves, and we're walking to the point, and she comes back, and she drives up next to us, and she's like, what the fuck did you guys do? And we're like, oh my god. I'm about ready to fucking throw up right now. I'm so terrified about what's gonna happen. And Keish just flat out tells him, like, we're making a video, because she had even said, like, there's dings in the swords, there's blood on the carpet, there's the camera out, you guys were filming something, I know, and somebody got hurt. What the fuck happened? And Keish was just like, well, we were filming a video, and I accidentally stepped back and slipped my ankle on the sword, and I tried to clean everything up. I hurt myself, but whatever. And she was like, get in the truck right now, we're going home, you too, Steve. And I was like, oh my god, oh no. And Keish gets in the truck, and he's like, well, do you mind if we go to the point first? And she's like, fine.
Of course, Keish.
He's so calm. I didn't know how he did it at the time. We get to the point, and we're drinking pop or whatever. I think he got some food. I didn't get any food. And he's just talking to me about how everything's gonna go and how I just need to be calm because nothing bad's really gonna happen. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I still feel like I'm gonna throw up because all this stress was just going through my body so fast. And my heart was pounding for like a solid 20 minutes, so I felt like I was gonna die. We get back to the house. His dad is also there. His dad is worse than his mom. And
not anymore.
Yeah, well, rest in peace. Forget his Mike, yeah. He was cool, but when it came to shit going wrong, but he could obviously be very, very stern and angry.
He was hilarious, though.
Oh yeah, he was cool. I would listen to him play guitar in the edition. But we get there, and Keish is just saying how it's not my fault, like me, it's not Steve's fault. It was his idea. He put me up to it and forced me to do it, basically, or told me it was a good idea, said everything would be fine. And so they weren't yelling at me at all, and he just told me, just wait in my room. Everything will be fine. And so he's out there getting fucking ripped apart by them, just yelling so loud, and all of this shit is just going crazy. And like 10 minutes later, he walks into the room, just straight face. Normally I would probably cry if my parents were like that mean, like that ridiculously disciplined. Like if they did that level of discipline, I would probably cry at that time. Now, obviously not. But he walks into the room, no tears or anything, straight face, and he just looks at me like, fucking idiots, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how can you do this? I'm gonna get killed by my dad. He's gonna kill me. And he's just completely fine. He's like, hold on, this will be over soon. And he walks back out, getting, the same stuff is going on, and eventually it all dies down. He's like, fine, but he's got to leave tonight, or he's got to leave tomorrow. They said that I could stay one more night, but I have to leave tomorrow. And so I called my dad and I said, hey, can you pick me up tomorrow? And he was like, yeah, I can. And so we have just what felt like a regular night after that. He calmed me down, made sure everything was fine, and I spent the night. I woke up and my dad showed up like about an hour later. I just leave, and Mike is outside. I don't remember what he was doing, but I walk outside and I'm like, bye, Mike, and he's like, bye. Like, he was not happy with me. So yeah, it was a sad, yeah, get the fuck out of here, please. And I go straight to my dad's van and I get inside and I'm like, please go right now. And Mike is just like, yo, Tom, that's my dad's name. And my dad rolls down the window and he's like, yeah, Mike? And his dad, Keisha's dad, looks at him and he's just like, bring your son around more often. He's a real cool dude. And I was like, there is a God. I'm not gonna die. My dad never found out until I told him 2 years later.
How did he react to this?
Oh, he was just like, yeah, it sounds pretty dumb.
I'm gonna watch The Matrix.
No, it was John Wayne at the time.
Okay.
That's all the stories we got for you today. So,
Later, fam.
yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Check out the stuff we're doing. Like, subscribe, and share if you actually like us. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.